Hello, everyone. Welcome to Every Life Chronicles. I'm Samuel, and today, we're diving into the five most significant volcanic eruptions in history. Are you ready for this journey through time? Let's get started. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and ring the bell to stay tuned for all our videos. If you'd like to support my work, there's a donation link in the description. If that's not possible, your like and subscription mean a lot, as this video required substantial effort. Thanks for your support. Now, let's get to the interesting part. What are volcanoes, and how do they form? Volcanoes are openings on Earth's surface through which hot materials like magma, gases, and ash emerge from the Earth's interior. Magma is a mixture of molten rocks, minerals, and gases that accumulates in underground chambers called magma chambers. When the pressure within these chambers increases, magma can ascend through fissures in the crust and reach the surface, causing a volcanic eruption. There are various types of volcanoes, differing in shape, size, composition, and eruption frequency. Common types include shield volcanoes, with a rounded shape and effusive eruptions featuring fluid lava and minimal explosion. Cinder cone volcanoes, with a pointed shape and explosive eruptions involving viscous lava and significant ash, and composite or stratovolcanoes, which alternate between effusive and explosive eruptions. Volcanoes can be found in different regions worldwide, but most are concentrated along the edges of tectonic plates, large blocks comprising the Earth's crust that constantly move. Plate collisions, separations, or sliding can create faults and fractures through which magma can escape. An example is the Pacific Ring of Fire, an area encompassing the west coast of the Americas, the east coast of Asia, and Oceania, housing about 75% of the world's active volcanoes. Volcanoes play a crucial role in shaping and transforming Earth's landscape, creating new islands, mountains, valleys, and plains. They also impact climate by releasing gases that alter the atmosphere's composition and affect global temperatures. Moreover, volcanoes provide natural resources such as minerals, rocks, hot springs, and geothermal energy. On the flip side, volcanoes can bring significant negative impacts to human life and the environment, especially during eruptions. Volcanic eruptions can cause destruction, death, pollution, displacement, famine, diseases, and climate changes. They can eject lava, ash, rocks, gases, and other materials, burying, burning, suffocating, or poisoning people, animals, and plants. Additionally, eruptions may trigger other natural disasters like earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides, floods, and fires. Throughout history, humanity has witnessed several volcanic eruptions, leading to major catastrophes and altering the course of events. Some of these eruptions were so powerful that they earned a spot among the greatest volcanic eruptions of all time. Curious to know which ones? Keep watching, as we're about to unveil the top 5 volcanic eruptions in history, starting from the smallest to the largest. Let's go. Yellowstone, USA 640,000 years ago. In fifth place on our list is the eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano, located in Wyoming, USA. This volcano is considered one of the most dangerous globally due to its enormous destructive potential. It's part of a volcanic system covering an area roughly equivalent to the size of Sao Paulo State, about 55,000 square kilometers. Within this system lies a gigantic magma chamber storing around 15 cubic kilometers of magma, enough to fill 6 million Maracana stadiums. Yellowstone has erupted 3 times in the last 1 million years, with the most recent eruption occurring about 640,000 years ago. This eruption, classified as level 8 on the Volcanic Explosivity Index VE, and termed a mega-colossal eruption, released approximately 1,000 cubic kilometers of volcanic material into the atmosphere. It formed an ash cloud that covered almost half of the United States and parts of Canada, creating a massive crater 85 km long and 45 km wide, now occupied by Yellowstone National Park. The effects of this eruption were devastating for the climate and life on Earth. Global temperatures dropped by about 10 degrees Celsius, initiating an ice age that lasted thousands of years. Numerous species of animals and plants went extinct or experienced significant reductions in population. While humans did not exist at that time, had they been present, they would undoubtedly have faced severe consequences. Today, Yellowstone remains active and is continually monitored by scientists aiming to predict the timing of its next eruption. Some studies estimate the likelihood of another mega-colossal eruption at 1 in 730,000 per year, making it highly unlikely to occur in the coming centuries. However, if it does happen, the consequences would be catastrophic for our current civilization, heavily dependent on technologies and infrastructure vulnerable to such a massive eruption's effects. Pinatubo, Philippines, 1991. In fourth place on our list is the eruption of Mount Pinatubo, located on Luzon Island in the Philippines. This conical volcano is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire and had been dormant for over 400 years until it showed signs of activity in 1991. Scientists recognized the potential for a significant eruption, prompting local authorities to evacuate approximately 200,000 people from areas near the volcano. The Pinatubo eruption occurred on June 15, 1991, and was classified as level 6 on the VE, labeled as a colossal eruption. It expelled about 10 cubic kilometers of volcanic material into the atmosphere, creating an ash column reaching 35 km in height. The eruption also produced pyroclastic flows, mixtures of gases, rocks, and ash descending the volcano slopes at speeds of up to 700 km/h and temperatures of up to 800 degrees Celsius. These flows obliterated everything in their path, including several villages and farmlands. The effects of this eruption were felt worldwide. The ash cloud spread across various countries, affecting air traffic and visibility. Acid rain caused health issues for humans, animals, and plants. Global temperatures dropped by approximately 0.5 degrees Celsius, impacting crops and climate. Despite preventive evacuations, around 800 people died due to the eruption or its consequences, such as respiratory illnesses, malnutrition, and infections. Pinatubo's eruption was the second largest of the 20th century, surpassed only by the eruption of Novarupta in Alaska in 1912. Tambora, Indonesia, 1815. In third place on our list is the eruption of Mount Tambora, located on Sumbawa Island in Indonesia. This conical volcano, also part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, had an initial height of about 4,000 meters, losing more than a third of it after the eruption. Signs of activity began in 1812, but it was in 1815 that Tambora erupted with full force. The Tambora eruption occurred between April 10 and 15, 1815, and was classified as level 7 on the VE, termed a super-colossal eruption. It released around 160 cubic kilometers of volcanic material into the atmosphere, forming an ash column reaching 43 km in height. The eruption also generated pyroclastic flows, sweeping across Sumbawa and neighboring islands, resulting in approximately 10,000 deaths. Furthermore, it triggered a tsunami that affected the coasts of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam, claiming an additional 10,000 lives. The impact of this eruption was global and long-lasting. The ash cloud spread worldwide, blocking sunlight and reducing global temperatures by about 3 degrees Celsius. The year 1816 became known as the year without a summer, with snow and frost occurring in the midst of summer in Europe and North America. Crops were ruined, leading to famine and misery. Many people migrated from their home countries in search of better living conditions. Tambora's eruption also influenced art and literature, inspiring works such as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and William Turner's The Tempest. The Tambora eruption was the largest in the last 10,000 years and the deadliest in history, causing the deaths of around 100,000 people directly or indirectly. It also altered the region's geography, creating a caldera 6 km in diameter and 1 km deep, where a lake now forms. While Mount Tambora remains active, its activity is currently much lower than in 1815, being monitored by scientists seeking a better understanding of its operation and impact on Earth's and humanity's history. Krakatoa, Indonesia, 1883. In second place on our list is the eruption of Krakatoa, located in the Sunda Strait between Java and Sumatra in Indonesia. This mixed-type volcano, also part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, consisted of three main islands, Rakata, Danan, and Purbawatan, with a combined area of about 40 square kilometers. Signs of activity began in May 1, 1883, but it was in August of the same year that Krakatoa erupted with unprecedented violence. The Krakatoa eruption took place between August 26 and 27, 1883, and was classified as level 6 on the VE, labeled as a colossal eruption. It expelled about 18 cubic kilometers of volcanic material into the atmosphere, forming an ash column reaching 80 km in height. The eruption also produced four major explosions, with the last being the most powerful, estimated at a force of 200 megatons of TNT, equivalent to 13 atomic bombs like the one dropped on Hiroshima. This explosion was heard over 4,000 km away, considered the loudest sound ever recorded in history. It also generated a tsunami that affected the coasts of Indonesia, Australia, India, and Africa, with waves reaching up to 40 meters in height, causing around 36,000 deaths. The effects of this eruption were remarkable and long-lasting. The ash cloud spread worldwide, creating spectacular optical effects such as red sunsets, auroras, and solar halos. Global temperatures dropped by about 1–2 degrees Celsius, affecting crops and climate. Atmospheric pressure increased, causing disturbances in barometers and seismographs. Krakatoa's eruption also influenced culture and politics, inspiring works like Jack London's The Sea Wolf and William Golding's Lord of the Flies, and sparking revolts and conflicts in Indonesia. Krakatoa's eruption was the most violent and famous of the modern era, causing the deaths of about 40,000 people directly or indirectly. It also changed the region's geography, destroying the three main islands and creating a new island called Anak Krakatau, meaning child of Krakatoa. This island continues to grow and periodically erupts, with the latest eruption occurring in 2018, causing another tsunami that claimed over 400 lives. Toba, Indonesia 74,000 years ago. Taking the top spot on our list is the eruption of Mount Toba, located on Sumatra Island in Indonesia. This shield volcano, also part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, is the world's largest supervolcano, spanning an area of about 100 km in length and 30 km in width. It erupted approximately 74,000 years ago in an event considered the most significant volcanic eruption in the last 2 million years. The Toba eruption was classified as level 8 on the VE, termed a mega-colossal eruption. It released about 2,800 cubic kilometers of volcanic material into the atmosphere, forming an ash column reaching 50 km in height. The eruption also generated pyroclastic flows, covering an area of about 20,000 square kilometers, equivalent to the size of Israel. Additionally, it caused volcanic winter, reducing global temperatures by about 5 degrees Celsius and triggering an ice age that lasted around 10,000 years. The effects of this eruption were catastrophic for life on Earth. The ash cloud darkened the sky and blocked sunlight, affecting photosynthesis and food production. Many animal and plant species went extinct or experienced drastic reductions. Humans, who were hunter-gatherers at the time, also suffered significantly. Some studies suggest that the Toba eruption caused a genetic bottleneck, reducing the human population to around 10,000 individuals, affecting the genetic diversity of our species. The Toba eruption was the most extensive and impactful in history, causing the deaths of millions of living beings directly or indirectly. It also changed the region's geography, creating a caldera 100 km in length and 30 km in width, where the world's largest volcanic lake, Lake Toba, now forms. While Mount Toba remains active, its activity is currently much lower than 74,000 years ago. Scientists monitor the volcano, seeking a better understanding of its functioning and its impact on Earth's and humanity's history. Well, folks, did you enjoy the video? I hope so, as I put a lot of effort into bringing you this information. If you want to learn more about volcanoes and volcanic eruptions, leave your questions and suggestions in the comments. I'll be thrilled to respond and create more videos on this fascinating topic. But for today, that's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share the video with your friends. Big hugs, and until next time.